Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nur Farhani Zarmani, representing my friends Aida Shamim Zulkarnain and Muhammad Acis-Uitm from Academy of Contemporary Islamic Studies, University Technology Marat. Our topic today is food delivery, issues and recommendation towards its halal supply chain. Food delivery. The food supply industry is projected to grow by 2022 to an annual revenue of $956 million, one of the fastest growing sectors in the market. The halal supply chain applies Sharia principles from procurement up to the consumption level. There is always a risk of contamination, especially when the driver picks up from both certified and non-halal certified restaurant. And food delivery industry, buying something without having to leave the house is accessible. It is a choice for all users worldwide, as it saves people from the hassle of going out and just ordering the food online. The literature review of this study covers few topics, which are food delivery, logistics. For food delivery, among Malaysia's most popular food delivery service are Foodpanda by the Delivery Hero and GrabFood Delivery. However, the trend of food delivery is actually not something new, and there are halal issues that should be addressed. So this study discussed issues related to halal food delivery, such as the need for halal food delivery and the requirement to obtain halal food delivery. Based on the literature on the food delivery teams, people use the food delivery apps because of the advantages that they offer. And many people prefer the food delivery service because it is simple and many options are part of offering the reasonable price. This is also supported by the researcher that mentioned that food services are increasingly evolving, seeing the advent of various food service providers via the internet and mobile apps. Stuck with busy schedules or heavy traffic does not give people time to go out to buy food. And according to Prabowo and Nugroho 2019, the rise of online food delivery services can be attributed to the changing nature of urban consumers. And for various reasons, these customers use food delivery services, but the most common reason is the need for fast and convenient meals during or after a busy working day. So the quality of service has a positive relationship with customer loyalty, which indicates that the relationship between the customer satisfaction and loyalty decrease for consumers with high personal innovation due to most online food service being young people who are typically engaged in high-tech behavior. Therefore, online food service companies need to continuously improve their services by recognizing the personal innovatives of customers. So there are also previous research explore on the consumer factors in choosing food delivery services and strategies. A study conducted by Daud 2019 mentioned that the online food delivery service is the consumer choice based on the relationship between the consumer's time-saving, consumer's price-saving orientation on the consumer behavioral intention towards food delivery services, which the study focused in Cheras area, Kuala Lumpur. There are also previous research which concluded that we can conclude that more research that has done a focus on the aspect of factors of choices, the emergence of food delivery, and also the strategies for successful food delivery services. In terms of literature review that explore on the logistic team, logistic service providers is one of the standard components in supply chain management. And as a result, most industry players continue to use the company services outsourcing strategy to stay competitive with other logistic players in local, especially from the food and services sectors, which leads to the third-party logistic service providers. So the expansion of businesses and the increase in these intense competition have led many organizations to develop logistics as part of their cost and service advantages corporate strategy. A study conducted by Zarmani and the colleagues mentioned that logistic efficiency has been widely recognized as the pillar of logistic companies. So much research has been done about halal logistics. One of the study conducted by Tamizi in 2014 mentioned that they discussed about logistic players need to consider 5 factors influencing the readiness towards halal logistics. The methodology in this study is the researcher collect data using 2 approaches, which by conducting field research or documentation research, and field research by conducting in-depth interview with the authorities, academia, and also the industry. The data were then analyzed using the genetic analysis. So, answering our 2 main objectives in this study, which are, the first one is to identify what are the halal issues in the food delivery supply chain, and another one is what are the best practices or recommendations to sustain or to develop a halal supply chain of food delivery. The first one is halal issues in food delivery. The issues involved in halal food delivery operations can be divided into 3, which are the halal issues on personnel, system, and finally the facility, which is the focus on the delivery bag and GPS tracker. Okay. We go first on the overall system or the supply chain of food delivery. These are the flow process of food delivery, where the order will be placed by the customer, and there are 2 conditions in which the order may come from the certified halal restaurant or non-halal certified restaurant, and the order will be received by the rider and will then be dispatched by the rider to the consumer. So our first issues related to the personnel is that on ethics and hygiene. Looking at the personnel, ethics is one of the critical issues in which the personnel will bring illegal goods or non-halal products during his right. Okay? For example, a non-Muslim worker may carry a bottle of alcohol in the motorcycle basket while working. This is entirely unacceptable, okay, in which it may cause cross-contamination during the food delivery. Part of that hygiene in which, okay, the rider may not practice good hygiene practices. For example, long nails or unclean shirts or improper hand washing after using the toilet. So this should be addressed and appropriately educate the personnel. Okay, these are the issues of ethics and also the poor hygiene. The second major issues, okay, in halal food delivery chain is the system. System is how the food delivery services conducting their operation, in which the movement of goods from one point to another. So in every moment, we must ensure that nothing can cause contamination. The system of collecting and delivering the product shall comply to the requirements or regulations. Okay, and the risk here is that rider may the practice. Okay, the current practice is now rider can take the delivery back home. So there are issues. There is issues in how the storage procedure or even the sabotage issue and so on. The next part is regarding the facility. We say delivery bag, okay, it is actually referring to the facilities which offered or provided by the company. Among these facilities, the most critical part is the storage area, whether storage area of the bag, the delivery bag, or even the transportation use, okay, and also the GPS tracker. There are issues, okay, addressed by the informants, which the materials of the bag shall be made of halal materials and not from animal sources such as leather, meat, bags, okay, or any other non-halal sources. Apart from that, another critical point or another risk on the delivery bag, okay, is that the storage area of the bag. Okay, and so the only thing that could jeopardize halal integrity is when the storage area of the delivery bag is uncontrolled, and even the workers can go in and out or exposed to the public. Okay? It may threaten the halal integrity. And the final issues here is that the GPS tracker, which is essential to keep track of the destination history or journey history of the riders. Why? Because we want to ensure that the food packages are safe and there is no unapproved or unregistered destination, okay, being implemented or conducted by the delivery agreement. So for the solution of this, the GPS tracker can use various methods, okay, and maybe you can use any advanced tracking systems. So these are the summary of the food delivery issues and also the recommendation by our informants. The recommendations towards food delivery, halal supply chain, are divided into two, which is the personnel and also the system. Okay, for the personnel, one of the most important best recommended or practices is related to the personal health status, in which the medical examination should be done and declare health status to the management. This is complied to the Malaysian Standard 2,400, okay, related to the personal hygiene, health status and cleanliness. Apart from that, the rider must be vaccinated and also encouraged to attend the food handling training. System, and for the best practices of the system, halal training shall be conducted or delivered to all the riders, okay, in which they should undergo halal training to gain knowledge on the halal. Okay, and halal executive position at the food delivery company must ensure the development, implementation, and compliance of the towards the halal standard. And he or she must immediately take corrective actions to counter any health issues. As a conclusion, there are a number of issues related to food delivery, such as company ethics, public perception, even the safety, actually. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you.